Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome into the channel. I'm, of course, your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking all about credits. Now, credits are, in my opinion, the most important resource in the game. They let you load ammo, provisions, consumables, equipment. They let you purchase the vehicle, of course, and as well, when you get a new vehicle, if you want to get 75% crew without spending your hard-earned gold, yeah, you need credits for that. Honestly, credits are way more important than people think. A lot of people are always like, oh yeah, I need experience to research this next tier 10 line. Yeah, well, you also need credits, and you don't realize that until you've unlocked the vehicle, and then you look up at the top of your bank account, and you're like, well, shoot, I don't have enough credits for this vehicle, and then you gotta go grind a premium for 8 years, which you can't use that experience on unless you convert it with gold. Yeah, it kinda sucks earning credits. However, in Update 8.5, we are going to be seeing some massive changes to how we get credits in the game. Like, changes so big that you might not even ever have to worry about credits again as long as you are running premium accounts. So we're going to be breaking into that in today's video. Obviously, if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, keeping up to date with the most relevant and best information for you guys, make sure to click that subscribe button. But let's get straight into it and talk about everything you need to know. Now, a good example of where credits suck is a vehicle like the 60 TP. This tank runs a special type of consumable like tungsten rounds. This cost 8,400 every single use. And if I use one of these repair kits, which I normally do as well, I mean, these two combined are 12,000 credits all on their own. Plus, I'm running provisions, and this is 5,000, 7,000, another 3,000 there. I mean, this stuff is not cheap when you think about it. And every little bit adds up. A perfect example of this is if we just scroll down to the games I lost in the 60 TP today, minus 5,500 credits and minus 23,000 credits. I mean, even games in the Krandong, it doesn't matter what tank you play. Let's go to my loss in the Kron. There you go, minus 9,000 credits. It sucks, especially in tier 10, to save credits. You get this new tier 10, you barely have enough credits to equip it. I mean, it costs like 4 million to equip the tank, plus 6 million to buy it, so 10 million alone there. And then you drive it, and you lose a game or two, and you're starting to go negative in the credits. It's an awful feeling, and that's not going to be the case anymore in the next update. So we're going to watch the video that Wargaming themselves has posted here. I'm going to turn up the volume so you can all hear it, and let's see what they have to say.
Even if you tried hard, there are some battles that lack profitability. Your plans to get a new tier 10 tank may not have fallen apart.
I mean, just as I was talking about right there, this is a perfect example of how credits can absolutely suck. Tank repairs, minus 5,000. Ammunition, minus 8,000. Provisions, minus 13,500. And this isn't really fake. I mean, this is what it looks like when you play a tier 10 game, or even a tier 8 game with a vehicle that you're running speed boost on. Let's say you're grinding down the T32. It can suck quite a bit.
But you needed to work harder. But from now on, everything will be different. Tank repairs and regular shells become free. And
wow, that's actually a massive change in any tier, honestly. Tank repairs is a huge one all on its own, and shells becoming free, standard, and HE shells is fantastic. Now, to what I'm aware, premium shells are still going to cost credits. I mean, obviously that makes sense. They try and get credits at least somehow from you. But AP shells, which, I mean, on the 60 TP cost almost 2,000 a shot and 1,370 on the HE, are now going to cost nothing, which is actually really good when you think about it. Not to mention, the tank's repair costs are going to be 0 in the next update, and not only for tier 10, but every tier in the game. Now, if we go back to that 60 TP battle we played, and we go to detailed credits, you'll notice where my biggest loss of credits was, yep, tank repairs, 16,517. If you just take the tank repairs alone away, instead of losing 23,000 credits this game, I would have only lost around 4,000 credits. And not to mention, with the ammunition resupply, another 12,000, take that away. Sure, I might have fired a couple premium shells here and there, but even if we subtract maybe 4,000 off of my premium shells fired, still in this game, easily, I would have made credits. It shows you just how much of a change this is going to make in the next update of the game. A vehicle like the WZ-113, I remember when I first got it, oh my god, is that thing's credit coefficient terrible, because you have to shoot constantly premium shells because of its terrible standard pen, plus the vehicle, it just has one of the worst worst repair cost in the game at tier 10. So this is going to be great. It's going to save a lot of you guys credits. Instead of now losing credits in tier 10, most of the time you're going to break even. I mean, I played the 183 a lot yesterday, probably about 20 games, and I would say out of those games I played, I lost a net of maybe 500,000 credits. I mean, that's a lot when you think about it. And for somebody that just wants to have some fun, losing 500,000 credits could be the difference from you being able to repair a tank and not even be able to play the game and go down to tier 8 and spam a premium tank. So let's get back into what they say.
Successful battles will yield more credits. In Update 8.2, we removed the cost of repairs, regular shells, and HE shells for low-tier vehicles.
So as you can see, and as I said, premium shells are still going to cost credits. I mean, that makes sense, but yeah, AP and HE are going to cost nothing now. And you might not think that that's a big change, but a vehicle like the T62A, it costs 1,000 per shot. And if you fire 20 shots a game, that's 20,000 credits you're losing. So I really think that this is going to be a big change, especially for people that are trying to grind new tanks.
In Update 8.5, such costs will be removed from all vehicles in the game. The effectiveness of this approach is clearly visible on the graphs. For example, here's the number of battles at Tier 5 with negative results before Update 8.2. On average, players spent more than they earned for 10 to 15% of battles.
Wow, that's actually really a lot. If you think about that, that means for every 10 games you would play at Tier 5, one of them you're going negative in the credits. And obviously Tier 5, you don't have a lot of premiums. If you're new in this game and you're grinding up to get your first Tier 8, Tier 9, Tier 10, you want to earn credits because they do get very expensive very quickly. At Tier 5, sure, it's only like 200,000-300,000, but once you get to Tier 6, it's like 1 million. Tier 7, 1.5 million. Tier 8, 2 million. I mean, it really starts to ramp up in credits once you get higher in the tiers. And if you're losing credits down at Tier 5 and 6, it's going to be impossible to grind credits once you actually get to the higher tiers, judging that you couldn't even make them in the lower tiers.
After Update 8.2 was released, and the cost of repairs and regular shells were removed, only 5% of battles were in the negative.
Wow, that's actually a really big change. And I remember when they had actually announced this. So this was definitely great for the lower tiers. And what I guess is they wanted to test how this would work in lower tiers before they brought this up in tier 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I definitely think that this is the right step by Wargaming. It's going to make it so much easier for people to grind up in the tiers.
But in order to keep the economy and credits at the same level, the income ratio was changed, alongside the reduction in spending.
So it looks like you make a little bit less profit, as you can see there. It changed from a lot higher profit to a little bit less profit, but because the repairs and standard shells are negligible, you actually make a bit more in total credits overall.
Also, some changes were made to various vehicles' profitability. Now, the speed of earning credits will become more uniform across all branches.
Okay, that's actually good.
The new system will be fair.
I like that, because as I said before, a vehicle like the WZ-113, it doesn't have the best credit coefficient, and when you have to repair the tank, that's pretty bad. There's vehicles like the Cheeto that have the highest credit coefficient in Tier 6 for a non-premium, and then there's vehicles that have like the worst at Tier 6. Why is there such a big disparity? Why not make all tanks in every tier at least similar in the tiers that they're at, and all make decent credits instead of, you know, some of them making good credits and then one Tier 10 making a terrible credit coefficient, 183.
We do not encourage inaction in battles. That's why since Update 8.2, inactive players don't receive credits or experience.
Yes! Did you see that? Negative 25,000 credits for being inactive. You suck, whoever's inactive. That is fantastic. I really like that, actually. That is going to be great for the future.
But those who make an effort and help the team will be able to earn much more from battles.
Ooh.
Now for regular and rating battles in Tier 6 to 10 vehicles. Players will earn additional credits for...
Now, the first time I saw this video, I saw 329,000 credits. And I kind of said, well, there's no way Wargaming's going to make it so that you can earn 300,000 credits in a Tier 10, right? I mean, why would that ever happen?
3 achievements: Ace Tanker, Top Gun, and Kolovanov's Medal. This list may be expanded in the future. The amount of credits depends on the vehicle tier. If you get several achievements at once, the rewards will be added together, awarding you a king's ransom.
Well, it turns out that even though I saw that 330,000 and thought that was too good to be true, Well, apparently it's not. If you get a mastery in tier 10, you make 100,000 credits just from the mastery. If you get a Kolovanov's, that's another 100,000 credits. And the one that's quite easy to get is high caliber. All you gotta do is finish top on your team by a specific amount, and you're gonna make 50,000 credits every game. What the heck? I cannot wait for this to come out. Unfortunately, I already have so many credits in my account, it is useless. But my RU account that I haven't been playing much on, this might just be that change that will help me grind so much faster down my free-to-play account. Let me know what you guys think about this. But if anybody's out there complaining, oh no, I have to get a mastery, I mean, it's either this or it was before where you didn't earn any credits when you get a mastery. I am super excited for this.
At tier 10, you can earn an additional 250,000 credits per battle. The new economy will help you become less distracted from tank battles, while smoothing out the process of researching branches.
Well, there you have it, folks. That is the changes coming in Update 8.5 and the new economy of Blitz. Obviously, all of you should be happy. If anybody out there is complaining in the comments that there's something wrong with this, no, there's something wrong with you. Because this is good for every single player. No matter what, you will be earning more credits in any tier you play from 1 to 5. You shouldn't be spending as much on your tank's provisions, or should I say at least the ammunition, and when the tank gets destroyed, if you win or lose, you're not going to have to pay for it anymore. This is going to make premium tanks a heck of a lot more profitable. I mean, you're not going to have to pay for your ammo and standard, and judging that if it gets destroyed, now you're going to be making an extra 20,000 credits upon what you normally would in any premium tank. This is huge news, and I'm very excited for this. While I may have a lot of credits in my account currently, I definitely know what it's like to not always have credits. I remember at one time I needed 27 million credits to get back the premiums I had sold with a virtual restoration ticket. It wasn't fun. So, yeah, I can definitely tell you that credits are extremely important. Definitely the most important currency in my personal opinion. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. If you guys are excited for this or for some reason not excited. I don't know why you wouldn't be, but hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!